our next analyze for you is on Metalopolis. We got a next game beside me, Socke, still at my place here in Germany. Giacomo Thüs, he's playing for Alternate. He's a great Protoss player.
Hi guys.
And yeah, he's still around. Nice to have you here. So good to have a pro player at my place. I feel even pro, huh?
Yeah, too even.
Yeah. But yeah, seriously, we have a great game. White-Ra is playing in a PvT right now, and his opponent is
Painuser.
Painuser. Do you know this guy well?
Yeah, he's from the United States and he's a Terran player. I think he also played Bubo and he's a pretty strong player.
Okay, so we're looking forward to this game. We just, didn't watch the replay so far, so we have no clue about the whole game, but we have just seen that. I think most people commentated it this as well in the great game.
Yeah,
so
it was pretty good. The ratings were pretty good.
The ratings were really good, like 5 stars or something like that. Should be good. And for what reason we're gonna check this out, and hope we're gonna give you some nice advices and information about this matchup. Close position. Man, do you like that?
Against Terran, no, I really don't. It's even if no early push is coming, you're always scared of like 2 Marauders and 3 Marines coming in early. So you kind of have to cut a little bit at your probe production and like maybe get a second gate earlier than you'd usually want. And you can't fast expand really. So I don't like those positions in PvT, but I guess it happens.
Oh yeah, okay, that's no problem. By the way, we had some different game before, and there I asked, isn't it a risk to play 1 gate into robotics? On this position, what do you think? Should you play 1 gate opening?
I think after your cybercore you should you should add a second gate after your cybercore, because it's just much safer than the quick robotics.
Yeah. And what's about what afterwards? Like playing a 3rd gate? Do you play the robotics or what do you do?
I think 2 gate robo is pretty safe, even against any early aggression the Terran might try to do. It's just if you go 1 gate and then straight for the robotics, you're kind of a bit low on units until you get that first immortal out. I mean, it's like a really narrow time window of like 10 or 20 seconds where a Terran push can hurt you, but you really don't want any of those.
So we check. Well, he checked the base of White-Ra with a Marine.
Yeah.
So it's some scouting information for him.
Yeah, for free. I mean, Marines don't need to mine minerals, so
Yeah.
as long as there's no Stalker out, he can retreat freely. So why not just use that as to be pretty interesting. White-Ra is getting pretty late warp gate. I don't really know why. It's getting Zealot before Stalker. That's also you don't always do that. Sometimes you wait for the core to finish to build the Stalker, but this just means 1 unit more. And if you go Zealot before the cybercore finishes, maybe you can even skip that second.
Yeah, sure. You can do that. It's fine.
Okay, he went for 12 gate, and he's really getting a lot of units out of that first gate. And he's this kind of push coming, which I was talking about. But I think with the Zealot before the Stalker, he's gonna be in good shape. Painuser shouldn't really be committing to this attack, but I think once he sees what's really there, you should probably pull back. I mean, you could retreat this Zealot, but the dangerous moment comes when he focuses the Stalker. You really don't want to lose the Stalker, but I mean, he warded off the attack. He killed 2 SCVs even. And once this Stalker comes out, this Marauder's gonna have to retreat. He's just going for some early pressure, I think 2 barracks into expansion. I mean, he makes the Protoss not power his echo as much as he wanted to, while getting expansion up at the same time pretty safely, because Protoss can, except for if he's like 4-gating, all in 4-gating you can't really punish this fast expansion. So it's a pretty usual build, and it's solid, I guess. Factory after 2 racks. I mean, some people like to go like 6 racks or something of this command center to put all the pressure and to be safe against any kind of pushes against this command center. But if your opponent is attacking for like Dark Templars or really quick Colossi, you want to get those Vikings out, or Raven maybe. So it's okay, I guess. It's a little bit more risky than the Mass Rex one, but also if he doesn't push, you're usually better off. So I got an Immortal to be safe against push, an Observer now, and he doesn't really know that much. I mean, that's pretty usual for PvD. You only see what units are coming at you, but it's such an unusual build. He's probably expecting that an expansion has been set up by now. He's even heading towards there. Yeah, now he knows the expansion is up. He probably wants to check if there's a factory or if there's mass barracks coming. And he's going to take an expansion himself, all the while getting Colossi.
So what can you do as a Protoss right now? I mean, no Colossi out to fight is like not possible, I guess.
No, you really don't want to be attacking. It's also a pretty dangerous situation, you know. It's gonna be like 30 more seconds until this Colossi comes out, and if he attacks any time before this Colossi is out with Stimpack and a lot of M&M, you're gonna be in trouble. But he's just gonna take his expand, even if it's a bit slower. If you can get Colossi out and just defend really well, you're in good shape against Terran, I guess. He's not getting the range yet.
So how important is range? I mean, we all know it's a good ability for the Colossi, but sometimes you see that the Protoss is waiting for some more Colossi. So when do you decide to build one more Colossi or to build up the extended thermal lance upgrade?
I mean, in this situation, I agree with White-Ra's decision to get 2 Colossi out first, because also because of the positions, but also because the Terran has got the income advantage for a while. He's really scared of a push coming pretty soon, and what good is gonna be 1 Colossi and range halfway finished when a push comes and you die? Then that range was just wasted minerals. But with 2 Colossi, he's probably feeling confident to be able to stay alive. And so you know, gas is the limiting factor. You're only gonna make Zalts while you're getting those first Colossi and saving up for the range. So I agree with keeping the robotics running to get the Colossi out.
So important is if you are in close position and the Terran is your opponent, the Terran is playing like this. So keep in mind you need better to have a second Colossi, then the external thermal lance upgrade, plus build up Zealots so that you can spend your gas on Colossi and the upgrades.
I mean, it's just safer to get this unit out quicker. You know, especially pushes with a lot of Marines, if there were like 2 reactors or 2 barracks with a tech lab, I don't know. Those Colossi, even without range, are so important. I mean, in bigger fights, if the Colossi don't have range, you know, once it gets like the armies get this big or maybe a bit bigger, they're really bad against Marauders without range. But on the small fights with maybe like 15-20 units, they are also really good without range. So 1 Banshee, is he getting cloak? No, he isn't. It's just, I think, to put a little bit of pressure, maybe get like 4, 5 or 6 probes and get some scouting and really you know, annoy the Protoss a bit. You don't want to kill him with that. You get like a couple of probes. But most important is you keep him busy, you know.
He's already lost 5 Harvester. 6.
Yeah, it's doing quite a lot of damage. It shouldn't do that much, but sometimes your army is out of position, you lose a couple of more workers than you should have. But important is, while his Banshee is here, Protoss can push out, really.
So how can you defend that? I mean, you're already known in the scene for defending and having such a solid game. Preddy, your last opponent into Extreme Masters, just told Rotterdam, "Wow, this man is everywhere when I play him in the game. How can he do that?" Yep. So where's the trick to defend everything against Hellions, Banshees, and all this stuff?
Yeah, the thing is, if your opponent is really defensive, you can like spread out, build a pile in here, and then you get a pile in here and pile in here. Take a watchtower and observers here, and if you see everything that's coming at you like a minute in advance, you're gonna have no trouble dealing with that. But if you're afraid of a push and think, oh, he's gonna come any minute now, you're stuck at your base, you don't see anything coming, that's the time when you're gonna take a lot more damage.
Yeah.
White-Ra's not sticking to Colossi. he's just taking those to be able to survive until he can switch to, I think, Storm and Speed Zealot.
Yeah, he's at the moment chrono boosting charge. But here we go with the contain.
Feedback was pretty important against Raven because those stalkers, or this stalker, okay, actually it wasn't as important as I thought, but this stalker really doesn't like the PDD. Terran can't really attack with his bio. I mean, there's 5 Colossi out.
Yeah.
I really wonder why he isn't getting any Vikings, because if there was like 4 Vikings, like 1 Stalker and a Sentry can't really defend against them. So it's pretty risky not to get anti-air as Protoss.
Oh, this bio gets hurt by the Colossi, and even the tank.
Yeah, attacking was probably a better idea, but I think what he was trying to do is pull the Protoss units back into the tanks.
Yeah.
You know, White-Ra went a bit too far. Maybe should have retreated there, but he didn't know the number of tanks there. So Painuser was just baiting him into the tank fire and lost maybe a couple of units more than he should have. But I guess that's fine. It's getting Storm now. The thing is, against Mech, you don't really want Storm. But I think when he made that decision, he didn't really know that it would be Mech fire or not fire.
Now we see the difference with the charge upgrade.
Yeah, Marauders and tanks don't really do that much damage against Zealots. So charge is probably really important there. Dockload Ra White-Ra seems to be able to break this push. And even though he lost all his gateway units, the units that are really important are those 4 Colossi, he only lost 1 of them, so he's probably feeling pretty content with the way that fight went. About the expansion, it's close position is also really nice for the Terran, because if you push it with tanks, you can just expand there and put a planetary fortress. I mean, his attack path is his expansion path, so it's really nice for him. White-Ra knows about that, is trying to like backfire, but I really don't like attacking with such a low gateway unit count, because once the Zealots are dead, those Colossi are almost pre-kills.
Oh, now he gets...
Really have to be careful not to lose those Colossi. This is just the thing that you don't want to happen.
And it does.
Yeah,
and the first Viking is out in the game.
Yeah. A couple of them earlier would have been good, but you really shouldn't be... You shouldn't be pushing with 5 gateway units, because you don't want those Colossi to die. Better just stay back and defend. I mean, he's even getting a 3rd before the Terran is, so there was no need at all for this attack.
Yeah.
You know? Painuser is feeling like he has to really push now, or things are going bad. I don't really know why, but I think he saw he wasted all those Colossi, he's gonna be weak. I don't need those SCVs if I can kill him now.
But you got the first High Templar in the game.
But they don't have energy yet. One will have soon. And he's gotta be really careful not to fight before he gets to Storm off. Because if you get Storm off after units are dead, it's gonna
perfect hit.
A lot of red units which just kill everything. And this Storm switch was a bit too quick, I think. If he had just stayed at mass gateway units plus Colossi, he wouldn't not have only been able to defend this push, but also if he had decided to do this push, he would have had like 5, 6, 7 gateway units more. And so this quick switch really didn't pay off too well for White-Ra. And also this attack at the natural was just bad. I think this is an MLG tourney game, so maybe he was a bit nervous, even though he's such an experienced guy.
Oh yeah. Not even the youngest.
Yeah, and after breaking that push and losing only 1 Colossi, he was ahead, but threw it all away because he got impatient. You know, you shouldn't be trying to end games like this, especially against Terran. As Protoss, you have to get the mindset, I can't kill him, ever. If I win a fight, just expand and defend. Never try to kill him. It's better than going into those suicide attacks and just giving the game away. I mean, he's even up a base. You know, you got this.
And he's expanding in another time.
Yeah, but if he loses his main, it's gonna be over. Terran is also out of minerals, so if he had just stayed back and defended here, let this base get up, he would have been able to win this easily, but maybe his nerves got the better of him.
He should kill the Viking, by the way. It gives him the vision.
Yeah, it's true. I didn't even think of that. Why should he kill the Viking? There's no Colossi anyway. Yeah, but this is pretty much over.
Yeah.
Painuser is on the one.
GG. Good
It's
job.
it's on
by
6
White-Ra.
mineral patches, but oh, that hurts so much. If you've got the better econ, got the better tech, but he just threw away all of his units.
At this fight, 5 Colossi or 4
Yeah, he
died at
attacked
this
with 5
point.
Colossi and
Yeah.
6 Zealots, so you just shouldn't do something
Yeah.
like he knows he shouldn't have done that, but
I mean, he was one base ahead already when he fought
Yeah.
there.
his storm was
Nearly
about
ready.
finished.
Or yeah.
Yeah,
Ah.
so if he had just stayed back, waited, built up a nice army, maybe waited for the Terran even to come,
Yeah.
or waited for him to take a third base and then attack the third base, he would have probably won this game, because after he broke the push, he was so far ahead.
So this is always
Don't
so
attack
interesting.
Terran.
Yeah, I mean it's always so interesting that you can do. Well, I mean it's just him who did the mistake.
Yeah.
So it's just like, okay, I try to attack. I have a little advance right now, and advantage right now, and then losing 5 Colossi costs
Yeah.
the whole game.
I mean,
And,
that's 30 supply.
yeah, but I think the attack on the other side was really good with the harvester. So he knew that
Yeah.
this is the chance to win the game, and he took the timing window and just attacked.
Yeah, it's true. It was really smart, because he probably also knew that he was maybe a bit behind on economy or tech.
Yeah.
So you saw the opinion. I mean, Terran can do that. You know, their speeds are really strong, and so if he wastes like 2,000 minerals and 30 supply, I guess Socke should just best go and kill her.
Well,
So
and he did it.
that was smart, yeah.
Yeah, it was smart, and I think if we wouldn't have attacked White-Ra and would have waited another 1-2 minutes,
Yeah, like
would
1
be
or 2
so
minutes
different.
more, and Painuser couldn't have done
Yeah.
anything.
So, keep in mind, guys, don't attack with your 5 Colossi. When you have an advantage, you have one more expansion, you should play safe.
Yeah.
Don't waste or, lose the game because you feel like you can already close the game. Like, okay, no, it's over, I can't attack. Why should you do that? I mean, even if you're in a tournament, just play safe and win the game. Probably easier than and safer for sure.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your analyze, Socke.
No problem.
And once again, a great game. White-Ra had really good chances to win this, but even a pro gamer like him does mistakes, and so you can also do mistakes and learn of it. Socke can tell you everything about that, and
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed this. If you like it, just check out my channel, TaKeTV Takes, for some more analysis. So tune in.